Hey Coach, thanks for clicking in to watch just a quick video about this week's devotional. This week we're on surrender, surrender. And this week is actually probably one of the more, could be difficult topics depending on how deep you want to go with it. But I want you to be thinking about some way you can share with your athletes something that you surrendered in your life that was difficult for you to give up, but now on the other side, you can just see how great it is. For example, about 16 years ago, my wife and I, we decided that we weren't going to watch any more rated R movies and that we would get rid of all of the rated R movies out of our movie collection. So we threw all of our rated R movies away. Now, that was when we had DVDs and VHS and stuff like that. But I knew that I didn't need to watch things with that kind of content, language or explicit anything. My wife knew the same thing. So we surrendered that. And now we're healthier humans because of that. Just as an example, something like that maybe from your life you've had to surrender that may connect with the kids. Also, the verse this week, the main verse, Luke 9:23, says, "Then he said to the crowd, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross daily, and follow me." Jesus is saying to his disciples in this moment, but he's also saying to a crowd of people, if you want to be my disciple, you're going to daily have to surrender what you want, and you're going to have to do it my way. You're going to have to do it the way of God the Father. So this word picture that he used of picking up your cross daily, in Jesus' time, many people would have died in this fashion. By the Romans would have made them physically, just like Jesus did, had to carry their cross like through town and up to wherever they're going to crucify them. It was embarrassing, demeaning, and obviously difficult as they're carrying this wooden post through the people. People would probably be hurling insults at them, making fun of them. So Jesus is saying, like, daily, if you're going to follow me, it might not be comfortable for you. You may have to give some things up, like popularity. You may have to give up that, like I think now he's saying, like, you'd have to give up like maybe popularity or that business deal. We're not likely here in the United States, here in the Valley, we're not likely going to die because we're following Jesus. We're not going to be, that's just not the way it is here in the United States. But he's saying you have to be willing to go to those extremes if you're going to be my disciple, to give up that important thing for you. So he's saying daily to live in a relationship with me, that's what it could look like. It's a lot of surrender. It's a lot of giving things up. So Coach, I guess my challenge for you, something to think about, I don't know how you want to work this into your devotional this week, is this question, I guess. Do you think your relationship with God is primarily what can you get out of it? Or do you think of your relationship with God as what can you do for him? Are you willing to deny yourself, take up your cross daily, like the verse says, and follow him no matter what it costs, no matter what people say about you, no matter what it looks like? The other verse that we're going to kind of cap it off, the overtime verse today, is James 4:7, which says, "Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." This submission to God, again, it's a daily thing, and it's difficult. It means you may miss out on that business deal. It may, because it's a little bit shady. It means you're going to do your taxes honestly. It means when you go to the DMV to register your car, you put the amount that you actually bought it for, and you don't lie, because you're surrendered to truth. You're surrendered to being whole. You're surrendered to being honest, and let God work out those details. It's a daily thing when we submit ourselves to the Lord and we surrender the earthly pleasures and the earthly way of doing things. That's how we please the Lord. So thank you guys for clicking in. Hopefully this week, as you think about surrender, it opens up some things in your heart and in your mind. I pray that we're all taking steps to surrender daily to the Lord. And if you're feeling really bold this week, maybe you want to ask your kids, hey, do any of you want to surrender your life to Jesus today? Do you want to accept Christ? Do you want to ask him into your heart? You could ask that question. And if anybody says yes, you could pray with them, or you could direct them to me or one of their staff members. We'd love to talk to them, pray with them about that. So thank you, Coach. Keep it up and good work pushing through with these devotionals. I know there's a lot here in this surrender, but I think it's important that we push in. Okay? Take care, guys.